What's up guys, you Joe here back in this video. Today's video is what if the teams were in the order they arrived in. So this is kind of a part 2, and this idea was by Caden Burks. He suggested this team to me, so I thought I'd do it. In the future I will be giving this a shout out, but if I forget I will put it at the end of the video, or I will put it in the description or in the comments. So let's begin. The order of the arrival for Caden, this is the exact order. So in the Gophers we have Beth, Gwen, Lindsay, Duncan, Tyler, Bridget, and Shauna. Sadie, Cody, Owen, and Justin. On the Vats we have DJ, Heather, Harold, Trent, Noah, Katie, Izzy, Katie, Ezekiel, Eva, Courtney, and Izzy. So I'm going to say in this universe, the team swap does not happen between Katie and Sadie. First of all, Katie and Izzy because on the same team. So who actually jumps on each team? So Beth doesn't jump, but everybody else would jump. Heather doesn't jump in the original, but she doesn't want to get her hair wet, and Shauna won't jump her off. So DJ doesn't jump, and Courtney. And everyone else jumps. So I think the Bass would still lose. And then everyone would vote for Courtney, but unfortunately Heather would, for my boy Ezekiel, he's getting voted off. Saying his comment. Episode 3, so this is where Heather makes the alliance. So Heather wouldn't sabotage Eva this time because they're on the same team, and Heather gains nothing at this point for sabotaging her. So what I think would happen is Heather would decide who's easy to manipulate in the alliance. And Duncan and Harold are on the same team, so the bullying wouldn't happen in the same way. Lindsay and Tyler are together. That makes sense to me. I think she could get Katie on her side. So the two people that she would pick be Katie and Izzy. And I also think she would probably try to get Noah, because Noah's really smart. So I think she could probably get Noah. Potentially Noah. So I think she would keep Noah and Eva, would make an alliance or something. So I felt what would happen is Eva was really good at the challenge in the original, and Heather. So then Gwen would still win. And even if Duncan fell asleep, they're on the same team this time, so Gwen wins in the original. And Heather wouldn't get rid of Eva because she never sabotaged her. So who's really bad at this challenge? Well, Trent was really good in the original. And then Harold. Who falls asleep first in the original? And it's Bridget, Katie, and Sadie. But Heather has Katie in her alliance. So I feel like Courtney's perfectionist attitude, I feel like what would happen here is this is where Heather tries to get rid of Courtney because of her perfectionist attitude. And I think everyone would just vote for Courtney at this point because Eva would be too useful to get rid of in challenges. And I feel like Heather would want to keep Eva around because she can help her in challenges. She wants to keep Noah because of his intelligence, I think. Courtney. Harold, I think, went to sleep very early on. So I ultimately think Heather's going to get rid of Harold. So Harold's eliminated. Already a lot has changed. Episode 4, this is where Dodgeball. So Duncan says waiting else last thing he'll do. So Duncan's still asleep. And I think what would happen is Harold, we don't have Harold's mad dodging skills. So this is actually pretty tricky because Eva's really good in the original. Noah refuses / doesn't compete. Actually, I'll think about the episode 3. So I feel like she could get Noah and Harold on her side to get Courtney. And Trent likes Gwen, and I think she would see that Trent is good at challenges, but she would think who's somebody that's not the best at this point. DJ and Jeff are good friends. And I think she would rather get rid of Courtney at this point. And I think she would go to Noah and says, let's get rid of Courtney. And I think everyone would be annoyed at Courtney because of her perfectionist attitude. Because at this point in the season, Courtney's not softened up yet. So I think Heather would get everyone to vote for Courtney. Episode 4, Dodgeball. So Duncan would still fall asleep on this team because he did really well in the original, and Gwen's still tired, so that's 2 people on their team that hasn't competed. Noah would refuse / wouldn't compete, like he does in the original, and Eva and Harold could dominate the game. Now the thing is with the Gophers, Tyler would still be throwing the dodgeballs around. But the main reason the Gophers won the original is because of Duncan. So because Courtney's not around and Harold, they wouldn't wake up Duncan. So the Gophers would lose because the only reason they won the original is because Courtney woke up Duncan. But now Courtney's not here. So Eva would dominate the game with Harold, and I think even with Noah around, not competing, I think they would still be able to win the challenge because Cody was pretty good in Owen, but I think anyone else, Eva and Harold, should be able to dominate the game by themselves with Harold's mad dodging skills, and Eva is like a machine, so she would absolutely dominate the challenge. And everyone would vote for Duncan because he didn't compete, as he was asleep for the last challenge. I know it's a poor explanation, but they did that to Noah in the original, so because Duncan didn't compete and Gwen actually won the challenge, Duncan gets eliminated, which is pretty bad for my boy Duncan. So already we have 2 characters that are major that are eliminated. So episode 5 rolls around. This is the not quite famous. So Heather goes to Izzy and Katie and tells them we should add Noah on our alliance. I feel like she would kind of work with Noah, and I think who competes in the challenge would be Justin, because the girls would still pick him, and Trent, Heather, and Jeff, and then Bridget, and the final person would probably be Owen. So Heather wouldn't read Gwen's diary this time because they're not on the same team. So that's actually a big difference. And I feel like Trent and Gwen would still get along, even though they're on different teams. So what I think would happen is Bridget still throws up on everyone, and Jeff breaks his skateboard, so Harold wins immunity for their ass. And it's cruelly Bridget. She threw up on everyone. I can't see her surviving this elimination, so Bridget goes. Episode 6. I know they see Justin as an option, but I think Bridget, she got him the challenge, might as well get rid of her. So Justin is going to realise at this point he can use his looks to get some people to his side. And the people that he gets are Sadie, Beth, and Lindsay. Which also means he can probably just about get Tyler. So Tyler and Lindsay like each other, and Owen likes Justin. So this means that LaShawn has to work with Gwen and Cody to try and win challenges. So I think what would happen is in the Sucky Outdoors, Katie and Sadie wouldn't get lost this time because they're on different teams. Owen still tells the bear story, but Izzy wouldn't tell them dress up as the bear. So Izzy would have no reason to dress up as a bear or the bass. So Heather still has her 3-person alliance. And I think what would happen is Izzy, Noah, and Eva at this point would start to become friends. And I think Heather would see this as a threat, but also realises, actually, this would be good for my alliance, because I would have a 5-person alliance, which means I have majority. So, at this point, in episode 6, the Bass lose only because Katie and Sadie get lost. But now that they would get back first, with different people on the team, I still think Noah, with his smarts, would get everyone to the end. And I think the Gophers go to elimination. So, LaShawn, Cody, and Gwen vote for Justin. I think Owen, he was only convinced with Heather because of food. Sadie, Beth, and Lindsay, they would actually vote for... Who was... Well, I don't think Justin could convince Lindsay to vote for Tyler, but I think he could convince her to vote for Gwen. Like, Tyler... Owen would vote for Justin, because Owen can easily be convinced. Like, in Season 1, he didn't want to vote for Justin. In Season 2, he voted for Trent, even though he didn't want to, because he's friends with him. And and all that. So Owen can be persuaded with food or be persuaded very easily. But I think Justin could persuade him with his looks. And that would leave Tyler to kind of be on his own. But I think Justin could get Tyler on his side because of Lindsay. So at this point, Justin would think who isn't good at the challenges. And I think at this point, Justin would see Lashana as the biggest threat. And I think Lashana goes. I know he would see Gwen as an option, but I think at this point, he would have a 6-person alliance. It doesn't matter who the other 3 vote for. Cody and Owen are friends. I don't think Justin will convince Owen to vote for Cody because they're close friends. And I don't think that would mean Gwen could get voted off. But they've not really got anything to do with Lashana, so I think Lashana gets eliminated. Episode 7, this is the phobia factor challenge, so everyone has to do their fears then. So what would be their fears? So Gwen, being married underground, passes. Cody's time bomb, he fails. Lindsay and Sadie get bad haircuts, and Katie, so they would just pass together. Trent is the mimes. DJ's touching the snake, and he could pass. Like, Heather would be harsh to him, similar to Courtney. Like, it is just a snake, so I think DJ could pass. Jeff, the rain cloud fails. Izzy, flying, she passes. Heather, the sumo wrestler, passes. Owen, flying, he also passes. Beth, the bug fear, passes. Tyler fails the chickens, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but he still fails. So that would leave Justin, Noah, and Eva. So I feel like Eva could pass her fear, which is worms. And then for Noah, I had to think about this. And Noah, for me, would actually be dolls. So dolls. I think Noah could actually... I think Noah would fail. I thought Noah would fail because... Let's be real. I think that's a good fear for Noah. I think he fails the challenge. Justin, looking ugly, he fails. So that's 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Gophers. 2, 4, and 6 for the Killer Bass. So the Gophers lose the challenge. And they have a decision to make. Because Justin doesn't want to get rid of Tyler. Does he? He has Owen and Sadie. So it's whoever failed then. It's Justin, Tyler, and Cody. So most of the guys actually failed the original. But Justin has 3 votes. And I think they could get Cody. And I feel like what would happen is they would convince Tyler to vote for Justin. Because Justin, he's only working with Justin to be with Lindsay. And they say, well, you can just get Lindsay to yourself. So maybe that's enough to convince Tyler. And Owen can easily be persuaded to vote for Justin. So that's 4 votes on Justin. And then Justin would have to vote for Tyler or Gwen. Would vote for Tyler or Cody. And I'm pretty sure he would rather vote for Cody because he can't vote for Tyler because of Lindsay. So this would now be a tiebreaker. So the tiebreaker would be their fears, whoever tags out first. And I'm pretty sure Justin would tag out before Cody. Episode 8, this is where we have the boat pairs. So it's Lindsay and Tyler, Cody and Gwen, Beth and Lindsay, and Sadie and Owen. Then for Heather, she would have Trent and Katie, Jeff and DJ, Izzy and Eva, Noah, Harold, and Heather. So I feel like this is where she would try to convince Noah on her side of the alliance. And Noah, he's figured out at this point, Heather has a 3-person alliance. So I think that Izzy wouldn't give them the idea for the Bass because she's on their team. So I think the opposite would happen. I think the Gophers would actually win. And Tyler would just push back their team. Because Izzy would give them the idea. But still gets chased down with the CRMP. Heather in episode 9, Paintball Deer Hunter, has Katie at this point. And Heather knows that she needs to add somebody else in her alliance. So the main people I think she'd add is Noah. Because Noah's really smart and Noah can help her get further into the game. So, what I think would happen is the Deers and the Hunters then. Alright. So Gwen and Cody are Deer. Beth, Lindsay are Hunters. And Owen, Sadie's a Deer and Tyler's a Hunter. Tyler's a Deer. Then Trent is a Deer, Jeff's a Hunter, DJ's a Deer, Eva's a Deer, Harold was a Hunter, Heather's a Deer, Cadence, Noah are Hunters. So, basically Noah would explain to Heather that they have to actually compete in the challenge and, not be able to do anything. Which is kind of ironic. And Heather would say, oh, you're actually trying now, Noah. And what I think would happen is Beth wouldn't get the barbecue chips because she wouldn't be able to have it for our episode. So Cody wouldn't get mauled by a bear. And that's important. Who decides to win the challenge? DJ by himself won the challenge in the original, and Eva. So I think Eva and DJ would win. On top of the fact Noah would be really smart, and I imagine Noah would be able to figure out shooting strategies and how to actually get the other team. So the Bass win, the Gophers lose, Gwen and Cody have each other, and they have Owen. Sadie, Lindsay, Beth, Tyler and Lindsay are a couple. Beth did not get the Tiki statue because still has the Tiki statue, so I'll keep that in mind. She would still get the statue in episode 7. In episode 8. And I think Gwen, Cody and Owen would vote for Lindsay. But they vote for Tyler though. They might vote for Tyler here. They should vote for Tyler. Lindsay, Tyler and Beth vote for Gwen. So they would convince her to vote for Tyler. And I think Tyler goes. I don't know actually, that's pretty tricky to figure out. So Gwen, Cody and Owen vote for Death. For these four, majority because Sadie's friends with Lindsay. And they just have Tyler in their alliance then. So I think they get rid of Owen because he's pretty bad at this challenge. Episode 10, the cooking challenge then. So, Heather would be really good with her recipes and Noah. And I feel like they'd have Jeff as the head chef. And Noah says that we need to make people think that we're building trust. And on the Gophers, I feel like they'd have Gwen do it, Cody. I feel like it'd be Lindsay. And I think Beth would still have enough false determination for me to believe that she would reveal the Tiki statue. But because Owen's not here to eat the ribs this time, I think the Gophers would actually win the challenge, because the original, Chris said they were all nice ribs and would have got more points. And I think even though Heather wouldn't have been locked in the freezer the entire episode, I still think that the Gophers would win because of the ribs. So the Gophers win, and the Bass are going to elimination. So Heather has Katie and Noah. And they also can get Harold, which means Harold's working with them at this point. Now, Heather wants to keep Eva around a bit longer because Eva's really good at challenges, and she's the big reason they're winning. So I think she would actually get everyone to target Jeff here, because Jeff was the team leader. So Noah would go to Harold and says we need to get rid of Jeff because he cost us the challenge. So it puts the idea in people's heads that Jeff actually cost them the challenge. Also, DJ and Jeff are very close and would choose each other in the end. So I think these four vote for DJ, for Jeff, Trent would vote for Eva would vote for Jeff, and I think Jeff goes. Episode 11. Who can you trust? So the pairs then. Eva and Heather, Gwen, Tyler. So I think Eva and Heather went the first part, DJ and Heather, and then Gwen and Tyler. So Tyler would be holding the rope, but he'd mess up, so it'd be DJ and Heather. Then Trent and Katie, Lindsay and Cody. Cody gets something from her. And more than likely Trent does as well. Then Sadie and Beth, Noah and Harold, and I think Noah and Harold. The Blind Trapeze, Eva and Harold. Tyler and Lindsay. Tyler gets something from Murray. Then DJ wouldn't lose his bunny this time round because Jeff's not here. I think Heather would realise to build trust with DJ, they would decide to keep his bunny safe. As Noah points out, that if we keep his bunny around, it actually would build trust with him. And then it's the blindfolds then, so it'll be DJ and Eva, Gwen and Lindsay. Now DJ only lifted up his mask in the original because Duncan got him a new bunny. But now he never loses his bunny and Duncan's not there. I think the Bass actually win the challenge. And Gwen and Cody go up to Beth and Sadie and says, we need to get rid of Lindsay or Tyler because they're going to pick each other in the end. We cannot have a couple this far into the game. So I think Beth will say fine, as long as it's Tyler, because I don't want to vote for Lindsay. Sadie's the same, so these will vote for Tyler. And I think Tyler goes, even though Lindsay cost them the loss. I think Tyler goes. Pretty sadly. He did a lot better than the original. Episode 12, Basics Training. So Noah would explain that they need to decide who they want to keep around at this point. And Heather agrees that they need to keep Eva and Howard around for a bit longer. And Noah says it's very close to the merge. They need to start thinking about who they want to be easier to beat in the merge cast. I think Heather would agree to that as well. And in basic training, Lindsay tags out Sadie. Then 300 word essay, Noah could pass, Trent and DJ definitely fail. Katie would tag out with Sadie. And they go to talk to be BFFLs. Noah would stop Heather from interviewing because he would say, even though they're teams right now, once they merge, Katie and Sadie will actually be 2 votes that they would need. So Noah would end up agreeing that they need to keep Katie and Sadie together at this point. Then what would happen is Harold wouldn't be forced to quit. And then Heather would tag out. So then it would be these final 5. So Noah, Harold and Cody would fall. And then Eve would just dominate the game. So she'd win immunity. And then the Gophers got elimination. And Beth, Lindsay and Sadie would vote for Gwen. At this point. I think they vote for Gwen, for being honest. Episode 12. Actually, yeah. Episode 13. Actually, I forgot about the cursed statue. For Tyler. So for the cursed statue then, I think they would get rid of Beth because she would reveal the cursed statue at this point. And I think Tyler would agree to that and say, with the exception of Lindsay, everyone else votes Beth because she reveals the Tiki statue. Without Heather's influence, I think Beth would have enough forced determination to show it to the team. Episode 12, Basic Trainings. Tyler gets to the end. Everything I said before. I now think the Gophers will win the challenge because Tyler has very good momentum, which isn't a bad thing because they were certainly using the numbers. Harold wouldn't rig the votes this time because there's no Duncan and Courtney. So Heather has Katie and Noah on her side. They decide that they need to get rid of someone else. They have Eva. Noah and Eva are friends at this point, so they would definitely be working together. And between DJ, Trent, and Harold, the person that they would choose to eliminate, because Harold's kind of working with them as well. Between DJ and Trent would be Trent, because Trent's a very popular guy. He's getting on with Gwen throughout the season, even though they're off different teams right now. Gwen and Trent can be quite threatening in the merge, and they can't really have that. Episode 13, Extrema Torture. So, Tyler and DJ, I think Tyler. Then Sadie, Gwen and Eva, Heather would drive. So Lindsay and then Harold. But here's the thing though. Harold's on the same team. So what's this mean? Well, Harold does not lose the challenge because Heather and Harold are on the same team. Heather would gain nothing by sabotaging him. So the Gophers got elimination. And Cody and Gwen vote for Tyler. Tyler and Lindsay, though, vote for Gwen. They go to Sadie. It says, help us get rid of Tyler, because he's going to be a massive threat in the merge. He has Lindsay, they're going to choose you in the end. They're just going to vote you next off anyways. And for Sadie, she is friends with Lindsay, because I don't think they've convinced Sadie to vote for Lindsay, because they're close friends. But even though she likes Tyler, she's not nearly close to him. So I ultimately think Sadie's going to side with Gwen and Cody here to get rid of Tyler. So Tyler's eliminated, pretty sadly. Episode 14. So this is guys versus girls, so let's just quickly get the characters. I think without Owen, the girls are winning the challenge. Noah decides, I'm making a guys alliance because we're being outnumbered by the girls. It's a non-elimination. So we're finally at the merge. Bit of a problem in this merge cast. I'm actually going to bring back 2 characters. Izzy comes back. And who else will I bring back in the merge? Just brought back Tyler. Can't bring Tyler back. I'm going to bring back Justin. I love Tyler as a character, but he just got eliminated, and I think we have forever to come back. Like, at least for Evo's in the second episode. So, episode 15 rolls around, and Heather is finally working with Noah, and Izzy's rejoined her alliance. At this point, Noah has Katie, Sadie, Justin. Noah's going to realize Justin's a massive threat, but Noah also has the guys alliance. So, Eva would win immunity because she is the best outside of Shauna. She's not here now. And what I think would happen is Heather could get Lindsay, which means they have 7 votes to their 5. But Heather doesn't know that Noah's working with the guys in the guys alliance, so he would just add Justin. But I think Noah wouldn't add Justin because he would realise Justin's quite threatening. So he tells Eva and Gwen, we got to vote for Heather because she's the biggest threat that's not immune. So these 6 vote for Heather, and then these 6 decide to vote for someone who's quite threatening as well because they think they've got Noah on their side. So Heather and Noah decide that they need to get rid of the biggest threat outside of her, which is Justin. So Heather rolls for Justin. She gets these 5 votes for Justin. And Noah goes to Justin and explains that Heather is planning to vote you off, so join me in an alliance. That way you're safe. And I think in the end, Heather gets eliminated. This shocks Heather, and she's annoyed at Noah. Noah says he's the champ, and he is going to win this game. That's kind of ironic if Noah got rid of Heather. Episode 16 rolls around, and this is where we have the hide and be sneaky. This is the keys challenge. So, the new characters: Justin, Noah, Katie, Sadie, and Eva. So they're the new character. Everyone else, Harold. Everyone else was here originally. So I'm actually going to say between Eva, Noah, and Justin, Eva would win immunity because she's the closest to them. I just don't want to get rid of Eva because she's definitely going to go home. So I think Eva wins immunity. So Noah would have Justin, Katie, and Sadie, and Eva in his alliance. And would also have Lindsay. So he's kind of in charge of this alliance. So Noah thinks he has the guys' alliance, right? But he also has Justin, because he knows Justin's going to be a big threat. So Noah goes to Gwen, DJ, Cody, and Harold and convinces them to get rid of Justin because he's going to be a massive threat. And Noah's going to know that Justin's going to be a massive threat in the merge. Even though Katie and Sadie are close, Noah's going to realise that Justin's going to control all the girls and he can't have that. So he tells them to vote for Justin. Katie and Sadie won't vote for Justin, so Noah tells Lindsay and Sadie, Eva, Izzy, and Lindsay to vote for DJ. That's 5. And then he tells Justin to also vote for DJ. So Noah is in a bit of trouble here because he knows that this big personal alliance. So he has the guys' alliance, it's 5. And the girls are just kind of on their own. So I think Noah could get Izzy and Eva on his side. And Justin has like his 4-person alliance again. Which really puts Noah in a bit of trouble because he knows that he's definitely going home. So Justin tells the girls to vote for Gwen. These 3 vote for Justin. These all for Justin. There's 4 on Justin. Noah gets votes for Justin, so there's 5 on Justin. And the girls wouldn't vote for Noah. So these 2 vote for DJ. So I think here, these 5 vote for Justin. These 6, though, vote for DJ. Vote for Gwen. So I think Gwen goes, which really shocks Noah. He's annoyed. Noah tells the guys that they need to work together to get rid of Justin. So he has this alliance, the guy alliance. And I think what would happen is Gwen's eliminated. Episode 7 is hide and be sneaky. So at this point, Justin's getting his looks, using his looks to his advantage. I think here Noah's going to be annoyed that Justin's back in the game because he really wants to get rid of him. Because he just got rid of Heather. And I think for Noah, hide and be sneaky, Eva would win immunity because I think she'd have the best hiding spot. And then who calls out DJ on the roof, I think would be Justin. So Justin and Eva would win immunity. So then these 4 would vote for Noah. These vote for Izzy actually. But Noah convinces the guys to get one of these 3 out because Justin has a 3-person alliance. And he can't convince Eva and Izzy yet. So he tells Eva and Izzy to vote for Harold. So it's 2 on Harold. And I think these 3 vote for Harold. So these 4 vote for Noah. These 4 vote for Lindsay. And these 2 for Harold. So in a tiebreaker between Lindsay and Noah, I think Lindsay would lose that tiebreaker. Episode 18. The bike race then. So everyone qualifies, makes the bike. So DJ wipes out. Katie and Sadie, who else wipes out? Izzy goes off in her episode, so she's just out the challenge. And then everyone else qualifies for the second round. So Harold has mad skills and Cody could cross. Cody's not. These 2 could cross. Eva's a machine. Justin could cross using his looks, and Noah could cross. So between Katie and Sadie, I think Katie would cross because Katie's been shown to be more nimble in the Dodgeball challenge compared to Sadie. So I think Sadie would get eliminated. Episode 19 is still going to be DJ. He has the worst death. Noah is actually happy that finally Justin has members in his alliance are starting to fall. And he has the majority. Episode 20, Wakanda Gone Wild. So Izzy would shoot Justin then. I think Izzy would end up shooting Justin. And Noah, Eva, and Izzy decide. So who wins the challenge? I think Harold would actually win because he's quite authentic. But Justin would go to Cody and Harold and would explain that you need to vote with me because if you don't, once you get rid of me and Katie, Noah's just going to take Eva and Izzy to the end anyways because they're really good friends. So I hope you're prepared for that. So these three would vote for Justin, but Harold and Cody counter and vote for Eva because this is one of the few times where the winner doesn't have immunity. So Eva goes here. Eva's 7th place. Like, that's pretty good for Eva. So episode 21. Triathlon. Noah is really annoyed that Eva's eliminated. So Justin and Noah. Katie and Harold. Cody and Izzy. Right then. So usually this is the eating challenge. Nobody's really that good here. With the exception of Noah and Izzy. I'm going to say Cody's not very good in World Tour. I think Noah could do it. So, first point, Noah. And in episode 21, so they win the eating part. The race spawn Island, Harold, Katie, Cody, Izzy. I think Cody and Izzy would win. The remember in the elimination order, I think Justin and Noah would win. So Justin and Noah, because they have 2 points, to Cody and Izzy's 1 point, and Harold and Katie get nothing, they win immunity. But I think Harold, Cody, Katie would decide to work together again and get rid of Izzy. Because she'd be the biggest threat and would be definitely a pretty threatening player if they made it any further. So episode 22 then. So Katie and Sadie wouldn't be there for the effect for the mark for them getting voted off. So who gets eliminated? Sadie would vote for Katie, not understanding the situation. So who's a popular candidate then? I don't think it's Cody. I don't think it's Harold. I don't think it's Noah. So it's between Justin and Katie then. I feel like Katie goes. It's very tough between Justin and Katie. 5th place. I'm going to have to say it's Katie. It's very unfair, but this challenge is just flawed by nature. Actually, no. I think it would be... No, Katie. I think it would be Katie. Episode 23, non-elimination. Episode 24. Guys versus... it's all guys then. So it's... Oh, they're Yetis. So it would be Harold and Cody versus Noah and Justin. So I feel like Noah and Justin are very similar people. And I think Noah could get Justin and Noah himself to the end. Which means that Harold and Cody would end up losing the challenge. So between Harold and Cody, I think Chef would choose to eliminate Harold here. Because in a deleted scene in World Tour, he did actually go on pretty well with Cody. And I don't see Harold getting along to the same extent with Chef as he does with Cody. So 4th place, Harold. Episode 25, I Triple Dog Dare You. So Justin, Noah, and Cody. So who tags out first? Well, the Dares round on, there's no even know what Dares they would have gotten. But they wouldn't be around Owen this time. So I'm thinking... This is where Justin is going to go home. Because Justin's not going to get his hair shaved off. And Justin's definitely not going to handle it as well as Heather did. And Cody and Noah, I could see them doing very well here. So I think 3rd place, Justin. Because I think Noah and Cody would just tag along. So Noah and Cody are the finalists. That's really interesting. So, who is with who? Justin was with Noah because I feel like he'd be the person that beat him deserves to win. Harold, Cody, Katie, Noah, Izzy, Noah, even Noah, DJ, Cody, Sadie, Noah, Lindsay, Cody, Gwen, Cody, Heather, Noah, Tyler, Cody, Trent, Cody, Beth, Cody, Jeff, Cody, Owen, Cody, Lashana, Cody, Bridget, Cody, Duncan, Cody or Noah, Cody, Courtney, Noah, Ezekiel. I think we'll go for Cody. Very close, they each get winning endings. If I had to pick a winner, I personally would pick Noah. If I'm being honest, I think Noah would play a class game. Like, the villainous, the anti-villain. Is like, he's not the main villain, but like, Justin and Heather kind of battling it out, and then it's like Noah takes over the game. I think is amazing. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Elimination I think season 1 have gone. If Noah and Cody, if this were the teams on the Gophers and the Bass, which are Beth, Gwen, Lindsay, Duncan, Tyler, Bridget, Lashana, Sadie, Cody, and Owen. On the Bass, we have DJ, Jeff, Heather, Harold, Trent, Noah, Katie, Ezekiel, Eva, Courtney, and Izzy. Thank you for the suggestion, and yeah, peace for all.